going to start this off with Gladiator. He is the Superman of the Marvel Universe. Let me get into some little details. 1. Gladiator's real name is Kalak. K-A-L-L-A-R-K. Yeah. The first K-A-L stands for Kal-El, and the L-A-R-K came from Clark. That's number 1. Number 2. The same way Superman has a female cousin, Gladiator has a female cousin, Zenith. They both come from a blown up world. They are both last survivors of their planet. Superman comes from Krypton. Gladiator comes from Strontium. Do you know Krypton and Strontium are noble gases on the periodic table? These are just funny similarities, yeah? And Gladiator, according to the Silver Surfer's cosmic awareness, he said Gladiator is weak to a rare radiation. That is a nod. Superman being weak to kryptonite radiation. And it's also been confirmed that Gladiator was created out of respect for the Silver Age Superman when he was massively popular and outselling so many. So Marvel decided to create a character in respect of that. This is not the first time Marvel is doing something like that for a DC character. They've also done something like that for Barry Allen when he died in the Crisis of Infinite Earth. Victoria, they created a character in respect of Barry Allen called Buried Alien in a tattered red costume, winning a race. So this is not the first time Marvel is doing something like that, and I love the fact that when they go into something like this, there's so much creativity into it, given the fact that it was created in the image of Silver Age Superman. Yeah, at that era of Superman could basically do every single thing, and Gladiator is also a character like that. All he has to do is believe in himself. His confidence was the main thing. So Gladiator is going to be classified under Class S. He is the Superman of Marvel Universe. It's another character, Hyperion. So many people have theorized Hyperion as being a Superman of Marvelverse, but I would rather call him a clone, because there is no official statement of him being the Superman of Marvelverse, and I don't think there can be more than one Superman of a particular universe. That's 2 and 3. These are it, yeah. First, I'll start with one very overlooked similarity Hyperion has with Superman. There are so many alternate versions of Superman in the DC universe. Obviously, there is the main Superman from X-Zero or Primate. The same thing too works for Hyperion. The same way there is a mad version of Superman, there is a mad version of Hyperion. There are so many Hyperions in the Marvel multiverse. So many active Hyperions in the Marvel multiverse. This is one distinct similarity a Superman clone or a Superman ripoff or a Superman lookalike has with Superman. Hyperion is like the only particular character that has this similarity with Superman. There's King Hyperion. Man, there are so many to name. Sorry, maybe I just said King Hyperion. The rest ran out of my head. But there are so many Hyperions. Like I said, I love Marvel, the creativity of Marvel writers. Yeah, I love the creativity. Now, the same way Superman has the Justice League, Hyperion has the Squadron Supreme. And in the Squadron Supreme, they have Blur, basically like Flash. They have their Wonder Woman, they have their Batman, they have everything. The Squadron Supreme is basically Zack Snyder's vision of the Justice League. They are dark. So moving forward, Man of Steel came out 2013, yeah, and in Zack Snyder's vision, he was like a truck driver in one of his past life. A Squadron Supreme book that came out with Hyperion, he was literally a truck driver, and that Superman scene where he wrecked somebody's truck, Hyperion had that particular scene in his comic book, but the only difference was Superman's one was in the night, Hyperion's one was in the day, and he didn't wreck anybody's truck. He just went to his bar, had his drink, walked away. Superman is weak to kryptonite, Hyperion is weak to argonite. Argon is also a noble gas on the periodic table. Argon, strontium, krypton, all on the same side of the periodic table. So that's just it. Hyperion is a proper clone of Superman from having the existential features here, and his one is even so funny. Yeah, Superman is the last surviving member of his planet. Hyperion is the last surviving member of his universe. It's just like that. Hyperion also grew up on a farm. It's just there. The same way the Cyborg Superman, there is an Android version of Hyperion. It's just locked in like that. So now, moving on to the next character on the list, Optimus Prime. Yes, I understand you're asking yourself, what is Optimus Prime doing on this list? What is the similarities? This is what I understand about Optimus Prime and Superman. So them share the same inspiration. Optimus Prime is not a ripoff of Superman. It's not a lookalike of Superman. It's just when both creators decided to make Superman, or let us say modern Superman and modern Optimus Prime, they draw inspiration from the same side. Superman is fighting for truth and justice the American way, and also freedom for all sentient beings. This is Superman that flew to World War to free a bunch of enslaved, what would I call them? I don't call them citizens because they were not humans, but aliens. A bunch of enslaved aliens. He fought for them. He lost his powers. He fought for them. Optimus Prime wears the iconic blue and red of Superman. He fights for the freedom of all sentient beings. That is basically the core of Superman. Every single argument he's had about being a hero is let humans choose for themselves. Let them grow. Let them make their own decisions. Nobody has the right to do this. It's the same thing Optimus Prime preaches when he fights with Megatron, when he fights with Unicorn. Nobody has the right to destabilize the growth or control, rule over other sentient beings. Let they themselves make that decisions by themselves. And we all know about the war, Cybertron. Optimus Prime and the Autobots were fighting for truth and justice. It may not be the American way, but we all know it was definitely the American way. So many bombs, so many destructions. They had it going down there, bro. So Optimus Prime is going to be in class I for inspiration. He draws similar inspiration from Superman. The next on the list is going to be Icon. Icon is from the Milestone Imprints. Milestone, Wildstorm, they are like sub-brands of DC Comics. So Icon is basically the Superman of Milestone Comics. He may not share exactly or in-depth character abilities like Superman, but he has been said to be the Superman of Milestone Comics. And like I said again, aside from say the super strength, the flight, durability, he is quite different. Unlike Superman, who when landed he was giving love and everything, Icon, being a black guy, he had to be relatable to black people. So when he came, he was enslaved. He broke out from his oppressors. He started fighting for freedom and justice the black American way. He fought for the brothers, bro. He fought for the brothers. Big respect to him. Now, because of that, moving on to the list, because of that, Icon is on the class S, the Superman of Milestone verse. Now, moving on to the next on the list, Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel has been called by so many people as a Superman ripoff, but it's a very big misconception because Blue Marvel is closer to Green Lantern John Stewart than he is to Superman. Aside from the fact that he is super strong and durable, he shares zero similarities with Superman. He's not from another planet, he's not from another reality, he's not from another universe. Aside from the fact that one is black and white too, he's just, how would I put it, people just see him as, since he has flight, invulnerability, super strength, he's a Superman character, but he's definitely not. Like I said, he shares more similarities with Green Lantern John Stewart. Example, Blue Marvel was an ex-Marine officer, the same way John Stewart was an ex-Marine officer. Blue Marvel was empowered with cosmic powers. It is antimatter and everything, but it's cosmic level powers. John Stewart was empowered with cosmic level powers via the Green Lantern ring. And now, one little funny thing, John went all cosmic recently. Blue Marvel has also been going cosmic and everything. Which other similarities again? Both of them growing up had particular struggles as black men. You understand? Blue Marvel had Connor Sims, a white friend with him. Basically his best friend when they were in the Marine Corps. And when they were in the Marine Corps and everything, that one became anti-man. They died fighting him and everything. They had the same power. I'm not going to score Al Jordan as the anti-man of John Stewart, but he's quite close to that role. John and Hal has fought over fundamental, don't let me call it fundamental things. John and Hal has fought over particular issues, philosophies and everything, and all. They are very close to each other. Hal respects John and all. So I don't know, these little similarities puts Blue Marvel closer to the likes of John Stewart than he is to Superman, because like I said, there's zero similarities he has with Superman. Zero similarities.